Mike, the intern, in the studio this morning with my two friends, Cullen and Dave. You probably, I call them by their first names because they are my friends, but they're actually two awesome dudes. Dave is behind the convention in town, Tremendicon, which we will definitely get into. And Cullen, Bunn is a comic book writer, story guy, novelist, short story writer, just a jack of all trades when it comes to being creative. So thank you first off for being in the studio this morning. And let's talk about Tremendicon happening a week from this weekend in Springfield.
Yeah. So this is our third one. Mm-hmm. I feel like we've improved the convention more and more every year. And this year, we've brought in some pretty amazing guests. Again, our guests are creators. So we have a convention that is like a lot of other conventions, like a lot of like Comic Cons, except that our convention focuses on the creators and the creatives. That side of things. I always felt like they're always at conventions, but the spotlight's never on them.
It's always the stars. It's always
right. If Shatner's there,
yes,
then
exactly. John Carpenter, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And that makes sense. Those guys are big names. Everybody knows them and they want to get their autographs and all that. But then that money that they spend on those autographs, they're dropping $100, $150, $200 or more.
A signature.
And for a signature and like a 30-second eye contact, maybe. They could be spending that money on the creators and the creative people that are there selling the things that they've done, their books, their drawings, even game designers that are there trying to hawk their game that they've made. You know, a lot of effort goes into that. And I'm not downgrading any celebrity at all. I mean, I go do the same thing, but I like to spread my money around with the creators as well because they need the support. And Tremendicon does a big part of that for not just for the established creators, but also the people that are wanting to come and they want to find out about how do you be creative in these fields. You know, we met, there was one person that really inspired my wife and I to do this. She was at a drinking and drawing thing, and she was doodling, and we were looking at her doodles, and they were really nice, and we were trying to encourage her, and she was very awkward about it and had no idea what to do with that. She wanted to do that. She wanted to be an artist professionally, had no idea. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could just take the knowledge that I have from running conventions and all the people that I've met, put that into a convention space and say, here, come here and ask those questions. Come here and be inspired, And that's really what Tremendicon is about.
That's a really cool way and from that perspective, too, that even a kid that's just into drawing comics or writing short stories can go and meet someone like Cullen and say, how the hell did you get into this?
Yeah, it's so being a creator, writer, an artist, a game designer, it can be lonely.
Yes.
It can be confusing, whether you want to do it as a hobby, which is noble, or if you want to do it as a profession. But a lot of people don't know where to go, don't know how to even take those first steps. I know when I was trying to break in as a writer, I had no clue how to do it. I didn't know what I was supposed to do to make it a career. All I knew is I wanted to do that. Tremendicon is the kind of convention I wish I had when I was younger. Because it's geared towards, not only do they have panels, and they have panels with so many different amazing topics that you can learn. There are panels on how to write books rapidly, how to really produce a lot of work, how to balance your time, how to create interesting characters. So there's all these interesting panels, but beyond that, the creators who are there are all open to talking. They're open to questions. They're open to helping other people. I mean, it's kind of been the guiding light of this convention. It's not just we're inviting people to come in and sell books or sell prints. They know when they come in, people are going to come to this show that really want to know how to do this. And they're open to that. They want to help others. And to me, it's such a valuable thing. And again, whether you're in it for a hobby, part-time job, full-time career, this convention opens up a lot of doors and a lot of connections on that.
I know last year I got a really cool Fifth Element print from there. There was a guy selling like just different. And I got the opera singer scene and hanging in my office, right? But that's just, and that was a local guy. You know what I mean? So just to kind of piggyback on what you said, I think it's very crucial. And it sounds like this is more than convention. It's almost like a marketing deal, like a trade show, if you will, because it's like you get the chance, that one-on-one, and more creators are more apt to talk about their craft because they're proud of it. Yeah, it's them. You know what I mean? It's like me talking about bands or music. Like there's a part of my soul in that. So of course, it's my baby. I'm going to talk to you about it. I don't care who you are.
Right.
It very much has an element of like a networking event.
Yeah,
I mean, but it's very low key. It's not one of those high pressure. Yeah, no, I've got to hand out so many business cards.
We're not talking about like a sales guy's network event, but it's like a cool guy networking event, I guess, or girl, depending. But also wanted to mention, you were saying something about badges. The cutoff date and all that stuff is coming up now too.
Yeah, so right now, we lowered the price on our badges from last year. We lowered the prices on several things. But we right now our badges are $30 for the full weekend. And after Memorial Day, they'll be $40, and then at the door, they'll be $40 as well.
Okay. So
and that's for a 3-day convention.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. Well, and also we have kids badges. They're $15 if your kid is 12 or under. 6 to 12, anything under 6 is free. So, and we have a lot of kids stuff. That's another thing that we do differently from a lot of conventions. We have a big focus on children.
As opposed to adults.
Because I think children need to be inspired too.
Again, 100%.
They need a creative outlet. And I don't know that they're getting that in school as much today, so why not pick up the slack?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I love what you guys are doing. I think it's really cool, and I believe in it. And if you want tickets, Tremendicon.com. That's Tremendicon. Cullen and Dave, thank you so much. Good luck on the convention in a week.
Thank you very much.